Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create the lower body joints that we need to include. We're going to start with the leg, and then we're going to create something for the foot called a reverse foot setup. So I'm going to start in my front view, and shading, X-ray joints is on, and then also make sure you're in your rigging tab and do skeleton, create joints. I'm going to start right here at the hip, and then I'm just going to work my way down the leg to the ankle, and then once I get to that point, I'm going to switch views, okay, and then I'm going to go to the ball toe and then the toe and press enter. You'll notice it stays all nice and lined up for us that way. And now in my side view I need to go ahead and place these differently. So with my knee, I'm going to turn on my tool settings really quickly and do axis orientation. I'm going to do world, and then this way I should be able to just simply move this into place. My knee is about here, so my tool settings I changed the axis orientation to world. It was set under custom, and now I'm going to bring this back to my ankle, and just like we did with the arm, we need to make sure we have that bend that we need. Also, same thing here in our foot joints, the ankle to the ball toe to the toe. Now from this point we're going to go ahead and start to rename these. L hip J and T, L knee J and T, L ankle J and T, L ball toe J and T, and L toe J and T. Alright, so there is our setup for our leg joints. Okay, at this point we can go ahead and mirror it. We can do skeleton and mirror joints. As long as you have the same settings, it should work just fine. But if you hit the settings box, search for L, replace with R, and change this YZ, and mirror, and done. Alright, so R, you can always double check, but it's 100% accurate every time I've used it, as long as I named it properly. Okay, and they're all set. Now we're going to create something called a reverse foot setup. And I'm going to start in my side viewport. And what we're going to do is, one of the things I actually would like to do first is I'm going to parent these to my root, like so, pressing P for parent, or edit parent down here at the bottom. And then I should be able to hide it because they're parented, they're all connected. And now I can just call this joint layer. Okay. So the reverse foot joint setup. So I'm going to hide my skeleton for now using the little V. With our reverse foot setup, it's good to have this on just as for a moment to kind of get an idea of where the joints will be, but it's not. It can help. Maybe it helps you, maybe it doesn't. In case it does, I'll leave it on. What we're going to do is we're going to start at the heel, which is down here in the corner, and I'm going to go slightly off here, just offset, because I don't want them to kind of connect or whatever. So I'm going to select then at the toe, then I'm going to go down to the ball toe, slightly offset, and then to the ankle. I'm going to go ahead and name these right away. L heel, L actually reverse heel J and T. And I'm going to copy that and press enter, and then I'm going to do reverse. Now naming these again is extremely important. This will be ball toe, and this will be ankle. Alright. Now, from here, I'm going to simply select my heel, my reverse heel joint, and I'm going to go ahead and drag this over into place, like so. Give or take about lined up with my original skeleton foot joint setup. Skeleton setup. Now I'm going to snap these into place. I'm going to hold D and hold V and snap these directly onto the other joint. Holding D and V, snapping it directly onto the other joint. And one more time. This actually does get, and snap it directly onto the other joint. This does get difficult to work with at some point, but it's really necessary to make sure that they're aligned right on top of the other for the way we're going to do this. Now another thing I can do is going into my top here, we're going to create something. I'm going to press 4 on my keyboard so I can see the outline of my foot, and I'm going to use my joints, create joints one more time, and I'm going to go just about to the outside like so, and then just to the outside like so, and press enter, and this is going to be L reverse bank 1 J&T and L reverse bank 2 J&T. And what this does is, in a moment I'll show you, bring this all the way down. Oop, grab the wrong one. Bring this all the way down, and now I'll see it in my viewport here. I'm going to bring it just slightly up right about that point. And what this one does is, when we get to it, we're going to create some controllers for it, and it'll allow us to bend the character's foot on a bank, and it makes it really cool and easy for animation. So I'm going to select the heel, and then I'm going to select the joint and press P. And everything should be selected like so. So that's everything I have for this video. The other thing, one last thing we need to do is mirror this setup, and it should be all parented to this point here, and you'll notice it banks right there, and you'll be able to rotate the ankle on a bank like that, and you'll be able to do it from this side also later when we get to it. Anyway, I find it best to actually put this on a separate layer. We don't parent this one to the foot control. We actually connect it a different way later, and through a parenting system, but just a little bit different. So this is going to be reverse. I could do L and R. L reverse foot J&T layer, and then skeleton mirror joints. I'm going to actually hit cancel, and I'm just going to put both of them on the same layer. Create layer from selected, and reverse foot J&T layer. Save. So that's everything I have for you for this video. The most difficult part you'll probably struggle with is the reverse foot. Take your time. I know I did it pretty quick, but just remember heel, toe, ball toe, ankle, and then do left bank 1, left bank 2, and then parent left bank 1 heel, or the heel to left bank 1. So if you have any questions, go ahead and inbox me, but our skeleton for the most part is complete. Be sure to inbox me if you have any questions, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks so much.